They say that the human race is doomed, that we have lost touch with our true nature, that the media has corrupted us, and that the planet has no future. I disagree. I believe that humanity is full of hope, and that our salvation lies within each one of us. My name is Brian Rose, and my job is to listen, the oldest method of learning known to man. Each week I seek out individuals that are changing the world, people who are living and thinking in a different way. Their stories will challenge your beliefs, make you question your choices, and perhaps inspire you to change. I never planned on doing any of this, but now I can't stop. Join me on this mission and make humanity something we can all be proud of.
This is London Real. I am Brian Rose. My guest today is Janne Reckert, recent graduate of our Business Accelerator. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Tell us about you. Where are you from? What do you do?
Well, I'm originally from Helsinki, Finland. That's where I was born. My mom's Finnish, my father's German. But I'm currently based in Berlin, Germany, and I work as a certified detoxification specialist, which means I basically help people recover from acute and chronic health conditions using a method called detoxification, which I learned from my mentor, my teacher, who took me under his wing in 2012, called Dr. Robert Morse. He's a naturopathic doctor, he's a biochemist, and master herbalist. And he really opened me up to this back in 2010 was when I crossed this information of really, like, I'm talking about regenerative detoxification, not just like going on a mild cleanse or something. I'm talking about digging deep into the body, really digging deep into the body, cleaning out every cell, getting that lymphatic system moving. And this takes time. This is not a quick fix. I know we live in a society where everybody's looking for the quick fix, or what can I take for this, what can I take for that. This is not it. This is like committing to change your life up for some time until you reach your desired state of health. And like I said, back in 2010, like 10 years ago, I would have no idea that I'd be doing what I do right now, because I have a very dark past when it comes to addiction. Cocaine addiction for years. Alcoholism, absolutely. I was so self-destructive, so ruthless, waking up in gutters or hospitals or in cells. That was common for years. And I'm forever grateful for my fiancée for sticking with me through all that hell. And during those years, I was, really depressed. I was suffering from severe anxiety. Adrenal fatigue. I was constantly tired, burned out. I had a hypothyroidism, all right. High blood pressure. I was taking medication for that. I was a mess, falling apart. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And in 2010, I was led. I truly believe that I was led to this information. And once I crossed it and read about it, about like detoxification and regenerating the body and the mind and the spirit, I started applying what I was reading. I started going on a raw food diet, all right? I left out all the meats, all the animal products, and just dove into a raw food diet. No cooking, nothing. Started the daily juicing habit, and I'm not talking about a glass of juice. I'm talking about 48 ounces of juice, all right? Just really slamming it back and really flushing out the body, getting all the acids and all the toxins out of the lymphatic system, and I just dove right into it. And
sounds like that's what you normally do. Dive into things.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just started doing it, and I started healing up. I started feeling better. The mental clarity came back. I reached levels of vitality that I've never felt before. Like seriously, like my consciousness just started opening up. And I truly believe that most people on this planet have no idea how damn good they're designed to feel. Yeah. And when we start eating the raw foods, the living foods, and not cooking and destroying the enzyme content and the minerals and the water, you know, when we leave it raw, fruits and vegetables and leafy greens, keep it simple. And we start applying the daily juicing habit and simple things like this, as well as mindset. You know, I think it's very important to have a PMA, positive mental attitude. I mean, that's like the foundation. Because during my healing journey, I reached a plateau, and I didn't know what the hell was going on, why I wasn't getting better. And then I realized, wait a minute, I got a negative mindset.
Right. So you had the physical sorted.
Yeah.
And the mindset wasn't there.
Absolutely. So I started reading books, you know, about like Napoleon Hill's books, Think and Grow Rich, and Earl Nightingale stuff, his audiobooks, and really started working on that. And that's when I realized this is it. You got to have the PMA plus, you know, the diet and the lifestyle and all that. Sleep is another one. But yeah, so like I said, I started doing that, and in 2000, that was 2010. And in 2012, I flew down to Florida to go visit my mentor, my teacher, Dr. Robert Morris, ND, who took me under his wing. And basically, I went to the International School of Detoxification, got the download from the man himself. And after that, flew back to Berlin and called a buddy up who's doing web design and everything. I told him, listen, I need a website. I got to start helping people. And he put the website together for me, and that's when I started working, gradually started working with people one-on-one, started a YouTube channel, blasting out this information, absolutely passionate about it, because this is rare information. Like, this level of healing is rare. You won't find this really on the mainstream, you know, so.
And so what brought you to us? What was going on in your business and in your brain to say, you know what, I want to go in with these guys on the Accelerator?
That was another thing. I was just following the signs of the universe, to be honest with you. 2018 came around, and I was, you know, it started off very turbulent. The year started off turbulent. I had some things going on privately, and then, I don't know, I don't remember exactly what happened, but one thing led to the other. And, I mean, I've been watching London Real for some time. You know, I saw some old podcasts with Dan Hardy talking about, you know, plant medicinos and all that. Some powerful stuff there. And so I was aware of London Real. And so I always followed it. You know, I always caught on to the evolution of London Real on the side. And then this year I saw, I think it was an advertisement that I saw. I don't know if it was Facebook or whatever, and it was like Business Accelerator, and I saw you talking, and I was, you know, always turned on by it. And then I signed up to the email list, I think. And then I decided to join you on Instagram as well. And that's on your feed, I believe. You were talking about a webinar.
Right.
And I was like, Business Accelerator, this is something, I think I'm gonna watch that webinar. I'm gonna write that in my calendar. And my intention was just to watch the webinar and not, because I know that your webinars are extremely informative. I mean, you know, there's a lot of content there. So I just wanted to take notes, sit down and take notes, and then apply the information that I was getting from you in the webinar and not sign up to the course. That was my original intention. But once the webinar came around, before the webinar was over, I pulled the trigger and signed up. I had to. I had to. Like, it was a no-brainer for me.
And I'm so glad you did, man, because like I got to get all of this energy in the, in the group and in the class. So, you know, look, London Real is stronger because now you're part of it. So
Thank you.
That's awesome, man. What was it like once you pulled that trigger those first 2 weeks? Because, you know, you're an intense guy, you dive into things, but, you know, these classes are no joke. So I'm throwing you in this group, 150 people around the world. You got live calls with me, the accountability doc, modules and stuff. What did you think of that first 2 weeks?
I loved it. I really did. I was just excited to finally do something consistently, because I was procrastinating beforehand. I was doing the one-on-one coaching, which, you know, but I knew there was more to it. I have more in me than that. So that's why I signed up. So I was glad that there was an accountability doc, which I think that's an amazing thing. And it was amazing to see all these people, you know, the contrast. You got different people from all over the world with different passions, different characters. So I thought it was awesome, you know, putting up the vlogs. Something I was used to because I was YouTubing for like 4 or 5 years already, pretty consistently. But I did have some resistance, to be honest with you, in the first couple of weeks, putting those vlogs up to my private Facebook group or my Facebook account.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want family and people in my closer networks to know what I was up to. It was because of fear of being judged or criticized, and that fear is now officially gone thanks to this course. Yeah.
Gone. That's strong.
I don't care no more.
And you were in there just pounding that accountability dock. You were just nailing it, and pulling all your team members along. You really got all
to
fired
the best of my ability. Yeah.
What was the biggest struggle on the course? What was the hardest thing to do?
The biggest struggle, overcoming the fear. Like, the resistance is real, I think that's something. The webinar week. I mean, when we had the kickoff call, you asked me where you're going to feel the most resistance. I told you right off the bat, it's going to be webinar week.
Which is strange for a guy with a massive YouTube channel.
Yeah, but that's different talking to a camera somewhere in a forest or something.
Yeah.
Than having a live audience watching you. I wasn't used to that. Presenting something. It was just a totally new territory for me. And public speaking, I think, is like one of the most feared things out there.
Yeah, but even for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just human.
I'm human.
I'm just human
yeah,
too.
But you're a good communicator too. So, but yeah, it's a different thing. And so, what happened on webinar week? It's week 7.
Yeah.
It's almost near the end of the course, let's be honest, the whole course builds up to this scenario.
Absolutely.
Where everyone gets to go in there. It's where the rubber hits the road.
Yeah.
And it's whether you can see if people actually vote with their credit cards, and that's where you either have a business or you don't.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
What was it like for you?
I was quite anxious before going live on the webinar, and I had a subconscious fear, and I was aware of it. The fear of failure. I think that's why a lot of people hold back, including myself. I used to hold back because of fear of failing, but I realized that if you just go in there and do it, and go to where the fear is, you will get results. You will blow yourself away. Really, if you go in there with the PMA and you're optimistic and you go in there with your passion and you do it, man, I surprised myself because I was thinking, I just want to sell. If I sell one product, I'm a happy camper.
Yeah.
And by the end of the webinar, I checked and it was like, I don't know, 13 or something like that.
13.
Yeah.
13 sales.
Yeah, with the one webinar. And
how many people were on your webinar?
I think it was roughly 36 to 40, something like that, maybe.
Okay, and you closed 13 of them.
Yeah.
It's like a 30% close rate.
Yeah.
That's strong. How did it feel when you got to the end of that?
Amazing, yeah. It felt like very fulfilling. So, because I put a lot of work into everything, put a lot of heart and passion into it. So it's very rewarding.
Did you do more webinars?
I did one more, yeah.
Okay. And you really inspired the whole team, I thought. When people start seeing the numbers you're doing, and they were like, wow, you're putting it all together. But I mean, in my opinion, still for me, maybe, my first 13 sales were some of the best.
Yeah.
Because it's like, wow, someone trusts me, not only with their money, that's not more the point, but with their time and their brains.
Absolutely.
And they want to follow me on this course. And it happened because I did the webinar and went into the fear and spent 40 minutes. And they were like, wow, okay, I want to go with this person.
Yeah, and I'm absolutely stoked. I'm doing little kickoff consultations with the people that signed up to the 6-week course challenge, so to speak, and I already did a few consultations with them. It's just amazing to see the different characters, the different people that I'm dealing with. That I'm going to be dealing with for 6 weeks, starting May 1st. We're kicking off, so I'm really, really excited. And I'm actually even going in there and doing another consultation, another 15-minute consultation, within, in the middle of the 6 weeks. Nice. Just to follow up on them. I'm going all in on this one. Yeah.
Good. That's the best thing you can do. You're going to learn so much from these people.
Yeah.
You're going to turn it into a great product, which means it's a product, which means it'll work for 100 people or 1,000 people, because that way you'll stop doing these one-on-ones. Because one-on-ones are great. They're great touch points. Honestly, and you can probably agree with this, they take a lot out of you.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of times, it's even funny, sometimes one-on-ones, they get to a point where the person just expects you to do the work for them, and it's like, you need to make a product. That way, Janne can scale and do great things.
Absolutely.
And hit those 10,000, 100,000 people. So what are your plans for the next 12 months?
To continuously do webinars. I think that, I've fallen in love with the Zoom and everything, and, you know, seeing the people, being able to communicate, doing the question and answers. So I'm definitely going to stick to that and do that consistently. Creating a new YouTube channel, which I've already done, starting over, because I think YouTube is a great distribution platform. I've helped a lot of people through YouTube. You know, the emails that I've gotten is just, absolutely overwhelming. Right. How impactful a video can be. Some person comes across your video, sees it, they change their life, they're inspired, you know. So I'm going to continue doing that because I know it helps people. I'm going to continue doing the one-on-one as well. I do like it, you know. I just like watching people go from a state of sickness to a state of wellness. Yeah. It's just amazing, the transformation, its ups and downs, but I just like that. Working with people one-on-one as well. I'm going to continue doing that. However, I also want to get a digital product, basically like the one that I have now, just an evolved version of that with the accountability aspect, you know, that you have in the Business Accelerator, which is just phenomenal. It just keeps you on point, you know, because you don't want to disappoint no one. You don't want to disappoint your team leader. You don't want to disappoint your team, and you don't want to disappoint yourself either. So you just stick to it. You make sure, you know, you get everything done. So that's really effective. That's something I want to incorporate into the digital product as well. And just, you know, proceed with a positive mental attitude.
Yeah, I love it. And get your prime offering next. So.
Absolutely. Still figure that out, you know, what's up there. And there's still a lot of work to do and, you know, to figure out, but I'm on it.
Yeah, you're on that course. Tell me about you. How have you changed in the last 8 weeks? If we went outside on the street and bumped into Janne, who hadn't taken this course, you know, how is he different than this guy?
9 weeks ago, I was an introvert, believe it or not.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I was. I really was. You know, I'm very, you know, I talk freely on camera. I have no problem doing that, but, you know, I just didn't want to, you know, very isolated, to be honest with you, except for the one-on-ones that I was doing. I was, you know, working with people there in email support, but I was an introvert.
Yeah.
And I'm not anymore.
A lot of YouTubers are introverts.
Interesting.
That's the weird thing.
Yeah.
But you're not anymore.
No. And I must say that this course was not only a business accelerator, it was a life accelerator, but, you know, it was therapy. 8 weeks, so therapeutic, because a lot of mental knots that I had, blockages, knots untied, you know, thanks to the accountability and going to where the fear is, because there's things on that accountability, Doc, that you don't want to do, but when you do it, you go to where the fear is, and once you embrace the fear, that's where you grow, you know, that's where you grow the most. And I really grew. I really did. Like, you know, it's just mind-blowing, truly.
Yeah, and I got to watch it, and the whole team got to experience it.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, that's why you're here talking to me as well. And so, dude, the sky is the limit for you, you know, and you know that. It's true for most people. The only thing getting in your way is you.
Yourself. That's right.
And so,
Simple
you know,
as that.
and so it's like all about having that mental discipline every single day to, again, like you said, adopt that PMA, go into that fear, and then just always think, do it for someone else, you know, provide value out to those people, deliver wow. And then the weird thing is they'll bring you with them, you know, to the amazing places.
And another thing I wanted to say is just, it's important to not forget why you're doing what you do. You know, like when I had a fear of the webinar or whatever, or like, you know, resistance, I always thought, no, man, you got some valuable information up in your head, man, that can save lives. So get it out there, and who cares about your ego and the fear that you're feeling? You know what I mean? And that really helped. And I always heard Peña's voice in the back of my head calling me, you know what. And that really helped. So I'm happy that I, discovered Peña before the course as well, because I kept hearing him in the back of my head every time I felt resistance, and that was very helpful, to be honest with you.
What was he saying to you? Calling you 4-letter words?
Yep.
Okay.
Stop being a you know what.
Yeah. And I mean, look, whenever you have that, just you can visualize maybe Janne from 2007 or 2005 and just think, well, with that young kid, what if you could have your info now?
That's right.
What if you could get him on the track, you know, and you
man.
might not have made it.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, if you could think of that one guy out there, but there's so many of them.
So many people suffering, and they don't need to be.
Yeah.
So I think it's my duty, and my desire and my duty to reach out and help others after having brought myself out of those dark places I was at.
Yeah, For sure. Last question to someone who's on the fence, not
Yeah.
sure if they should go into the business accelerator or start a business. Maybe they should wait until things are quieted down or they have more money or blah, blah, blah. What do you tell them?
Don't wait. Do it now. All you got is now. And put things in perspective. Look at the bigger picture. You're going to experience yourself leaving this body one day, leaving it behind. So live life now and go for it. Pull the trigger, go to where the fear is and embrace it. It's about the journey and just embrace that. Go for it. Don't, because it's our own self-talk that holds us back. It's an old paradigm, and I can just encourage people to do this. Absolutely. It's completely changed me, changed my business, and I'm absolutely forever grateful to have pulled that trigger.
Brother, I'm grateful to have you in this family, right? For the next 12 months, I'll be watching you, and I know you'll be leading the team, and for them just to manifest all of that stuff. And look, your energy is infectious, and with you, it's all about just channeling it. It's like they say the analogy with a bullet and a gun. Without that barrel, it just pops and it doesn't go anywhere. But if we can just get you focused, and it's already happening, down that barrel, I mean, like the change you can make is incredible. And I'm telling you, honestly, I'm watching you right now, and I'm thinking where you're going to be in 12 months. I mean, the energy you have and the intelligence you now have and the drive, I mean, like literally you can be a guy that people I meet on the street are talking about. They'll be like, oh, I can't believe you knew Janne back in the day before he started doing all these great things for the world. So no pressure, but I'm expecting a lot from you as well. So don't let us down.
Hell no.
Make sure you go out there and then help these people because they need it. They need the PMA. They need this whole program you have.
Damn right.
And I want to thank you. All right.
Thank you.
So welcome to the family.
Thank you.
We say it's about the journey.
Absolutely.
Let's do some big things. Yeah.
Let's do this.
All right, brother.
All right. Thanks.
London Real doesn't stop when the conversation ends. You see, that's when we get started. Because everything begins with a thought, and then comes the action. The London Real Academy is our global transformation platform. Here we bring together thousands of students from over 75 countries. Whether you want to build a profitable business from your passion, or learn to speak to inspire, or broadcast yourself with your very own podcast, or accelerate your life to become a high-performance person, we have the online accountability course and personal mentoring program that will make your dream a reality. Join us, and we'll take your life to the next level, together. Our next Accelerator course is starting soon.